One man, one mission, to rid the world of chronic anxiety once and for all. The Anxiety Guy, Dennis Simsek, shares his personal transformation from living a life filled with overwhelming worry to becoming a full-fledged positivity machine. A leading authority in generalized anxiety, Dennis gets to the truth of your mental health challenges and sets you on a path to transforming each and every area of your life. Here he is, the one and only, the Anxiety Guy.
Today's episode of the Anxiety Guy podcast is sponsored by Natural Stacks, the world's first open source supplement company you can trust. Natural Stacks provides high-quality solutions to help you increase focus, motivation, and mental drive. They have a variety of daily wellness essentials like krill oil and magnesium, but one of my personal favorites is something called GABA brain food. Do you ever feel awkward or anxious in social situations? Do you ever have trouble getting to sleep at night? Do you ever feel lightheaded or get shortness of breath before an important meeting or big presentation? If so, that's the feeling when your mind is overwhelmed by stimulation. GABA is the neurotransmitter that reverses this stimulation by bringing you down to a calm, relaxed mental state. Visit www.naturalstacks.com/anxietyguy to get 20% off your first order today. Warriors, welcome to episode number 88 of the Anxiety Guy podcast. I'm Dennis Simsek. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're talking about social media. We're talking about how it's affecting you, how it's affecting the world, and what can you do about it. Now, I'm a big fan of social media. I believe that there are many aspects of social media that help people. Technology is a great thing if you can use it for your advantage. But in 2017, it was noted that 2.46 billion, not million, billion people were users of some type of social media. Think about that for a second. A huge majority of the world is using Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. But are they wasting their time? And is it adding to their anxiety levels and your anxiety levels without you even knowing it? People are bombarded with stimulation, bombarded with information, but we need to understand that we can use this to our advantage, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to give you the 3 most important aspects of social media that you can begin to tap into so that you can use it for your good. Now, the first thing about social media, though, we have to understand is that it's addicting. It's addicting. Facebook addiction disorder. This is something that's very real today. Facebook addiction disorder. A Swansea University study found that people experience the psychological symptoms of withdrawal when they stopped using social media. It's addicting. It really is. I mean, I was addicted to social media for a long, long time. I was spending the majority of my day checking news feeds, wondering what's going on with somebody that I didn't even really know. Oh my goodness, I got another friend request and all that sort of stuff. Twitter, and spending lots of time there as well. So we have to understand that it is addicting. Are you addicted to social media? Are you addicted to Facebook? And can it actually be overstimulating you, adding to your mood disorders, your anxiety? We need to answer that question today. Now, it also leads to the cycle of jealousy, my friends. The comparison factor is at play here. Oh, they had such a great vacation. I wish I could just take that vacation. I'm going to go and take a selfie in the backyard and show everybody what I'm made of. It's not about that. This whole idea of Facebook, especially in the news feeds, and looking at your friends and looking at your acquaintances and seeing their vacations and their nice cars and how happy they are, we get jealous. It's just a normal thing. We get jealous. Now, this is interesting because we can use this to our advantage and say, there are certain aspects of my life that need tweaking, that I need to make sure I pinpoint and start changing. Now, in that way, it's a good thing. Okay, if you're looking at other people and going, oh, they're so successful or they're so happy, there's something that you're not doing. There's something that needs your attention, or something you haven't accepted yet, something you haven't released within you yet, that's causing you to feel this way, to feel below people. So can we use this to trigger a drive within us, a motivation within us to begin tapping into a certain aspect of our life that needs attention? Yes, we can do that. But a lot of people don't do that. They get jealous and they beat themselves up over it. And you know what? It's a vicious cycle that we get addicted to. We get addicted to fear and drama. It drives a lot of people's world today. I mean, we're talking about reality shows out there. We're talking about the news agencies, the media. There is fear and drama everywhere. And guess what? It's going to continue being there because it sells. I mean, honestly, if the world was positive, if the news agencies were completely positive and gave you positive messages and optimistic messages, is that in fact going to take your attention? No, because we're wired to worry, my friends. We're wired to sort for where the saber-toothed tiger is going to come out next. That's where our attention goes. And we are trying to protect ourselves by partaking in this news and partaking in all the fear and partaking in the drama. So we have to understand what it's doing to us. Also, it leads to downplaying our lives and our connections with people. More friends does not mean a better social life. Most of us see it that way. We go into our friends list and we go, oh my God, they have thousands of friends. Wow, they must be so popular. Guess what? They're depressed. So let's understand that just because they have a lot of friends or a lot of followers, that doesn't mean that they are fulfilled, happy, moving in the direction of their goals and dreams. It means nothing. So every friend request that you get doesn't really mean much, okay? What's important is that you get the 5 friends that care about you, that care about your anxiety recovery, that's reading a book for you so that they can give you better advice. You hold on to those people. You don't need hundreds and hundreds of people to look at your news feeds. The likes, the loves, and the comments mean nothing. Nothing. So let's get into this really clearly today. Let's understand how we can use social media for our benefit and help us against anxiety, against stress, against bombardment. Number 1, set clear goals when it comes to social media. Now think about the time you've wasted looking up your feeds and roaming other people's accounts and lives. When you go on social media, you must have a goal. What are you trying to achieve there? Don't waste time. Come up with a goal. Today, I'm going to research this, and this. I'm going to hashtag this, and I'm going to see what's going on in that world. And therefore, I can pick up on a new recipe, for instance, as far as a smoothie goes. Or I can go on social media, and I'm going to talk to this one person and see if they're there right now. Every minute of your life, my friends, you're never going to get back. Okay, so because of that, you have to set clear goals on what you want to do in that time that you go to social media. I'm going to go on the Anxiety Guy Facebook page. I'm going to see what kind of updates, what kind of inspiration is there. I'm going to talk to 1 or 2 people and share my progress. I'm going to go into Saturday Breakthroughs and share my progress. I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to look up the next video that comes up every Wednesday and Monday. Those are very, very specific goals. I'm going on social media because of something. Don't go on social media because you have nothing to do, because you're bored. And at nighttime, I mean, we don't even pay attention to our girlfriends beside us or our wives. We could be making sweet love to that person. We could be having a ball. We could be having a great time, laughing, smiling, and doing all the things that are going to help us with anxiety. But what do? We get bombarded with useless information. So set clear goals when it comes to social media, number 1. Number 2, separate the Band-Aid groups from the progress-minded groups. Remember, you become the people you surround yourself with. I'm going to say that again. You become the people you surround yourself with. That's the truth. Because when you're around Band-Aid groups, you're going around and around the cycle of fear, stress, anxiety, and anything that goes against that. If it's rational thinking, if it's optimistic, if it's positive, somebody will come in there and go, hey, I had a great breakthrough today. And all of a sudden people will go, oh, that's great. Okay? They'll beat themselves up because they're so used to the cycle. They're used to the cycle, and that's what those Band-Aid groups do. Join a group such as the Facebook group that we have right now. That tribe is a progress-minded group. What's going to happen is you're going to begin thinking like those people. You're going to begin imagining things like those people. You're going to begin anticipating good things. You're going to begin behaving in the right way so that you can not only lessen your anxiety levels. This isn't about just lessening your anxiety levels, my friends. What is this about? This is about getting to what's important in your life, getting back to what's important, your kids, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, the people that care about you, your career, your goals, your dreams. We are becoming distracted, okay? We are distracted. Band-Aid groups are distractions from what you can achieve. That's the truth. Progress-minded groups will open your eyes to new possibilities. It will bring out your creative side. So you must begin understanding where your time is being spent. Is it unfamiliar to join a positive, optimistic, and rational group that supports anxiety recovery? Yes, it's foreign. It's slightly uncomfortable. But my friends, when you step into a lake of cold water, the first couple steps are uncomfortable. When it gets to your waist, it's uncomfortable. When you begin swimming for the next couple minutes in that cold lake of water, guess what? You're in. You're good. It's warm now. Same thing. Number 3, offer your suggestions and tips for other sufferers and social media. Now, the Anxiety Guy resources are for you. The End the Anxiety program is for you. These are things that you're gaining. You're gaining the lessons. And how do you cement your progress? You do it by teaching people what you know. If you can really teach someone something, if you can give them the proper mindset, if you can give them a strategy or just a quick tip, guess what? You are now clearly teaching someone something, which means that you understand it at a deeper level. If you can teach someone something, you understand it. If you can't, then you need to go back and learn that thing again because you don't understand it well enough. Remember the 3 A's, okay? Acquisition, acquire the information. Assimilation, understand the information. Application, apply the information daily. This is important. Now, I'm going to go over these quickly again because I really want you guys to understand how to use social media for your good. Number 1, set clear goals when it comes to social media. Number 2, separate the Band-Aid groups from the progress-minded groups. Number 3, offer your suggestions and tips for other sufferers on social media. A friend might come up to you and say, hey, I've got anxiety. And the first thing you might want to do is talk about your anxiety and your struggles. No. It's not like that. It's not like that. This is an opportunity for you to be the light, to be different, to not join the herd of people that are suffering out there. You can be different. You can think different. You can say things that are different. You can act different. So every anxious moment is an opportunity to practice a new approach. Get that in your head today because this approach is going to change your life. An anxiety-filled moment is not something that you have to treat as your reality. It's not your reality. What do we call it? We call it a blip. What do we call it? We call it an opportunity to learn the patterns that are causing it, the thinking patterns, the lifestyle patterns. These are patterns. These are conditioning processes. You've gotten really good at anxiety, and it's going to take time before you overcome anxiety and get back to what's important in your life. The goals, the dreams, the things that you put on the shelf, my friends. Today is that day where you get back in touch with those things that you put on the shelf. Set one goal this week, one goal, and get back to what's important. One thing, one yoga class, one meditation class, one trip to the shopping mall that makes you distracted and makes you anxious. You can do it. Love you guys. You are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.
Thanks for being an important part of the Anxiety Guy podcast community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive rate and review. If you're searching for further support on your road to recovery from anxiety, head over to anxietyexit.com and take part in the powerful End the Anxiety program based around the CBT model. If you're searching for a more one-on-one approach, you can sign up now for personal coaching sessions with Dennis via Skype. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.